Skywatchers have begun catching glimpses of this month's supermoon, when the moon appears larger and brighter in the sky. The supermoon phenomenon happens when the moon reaches its closest point to Earth, known as a perigee moon. The moon circuits the Earth in an elliptical or oval orbit. A supermoon occurs when the perigee moon is also a full moon. This supermoon is the last opportunity to see one in 2017. To observers, the moon will appear about 7% larger and 15% brighter, although the difference is barely noticeable to the human eye. Robert Massey, of the Royal Astronomical Society, said this supermoon will appear brightest at midnight, when at its highest point above the horizon. BBC weather presenter Ben Rich says there should be opportunities to see the supermoon with some clear spells for most parts of the country, although there will also be areas of clouds. Last year the moon made its closest approach to Earth since 1948, it won't be that close again until November 25, 2034. NASA has called this weekend's sighting the first in a supermoon trilogy over the next 2 months, with others to come on January 1st and January 31st. December's full moon is traditionally known as the cold moon. This full moon on Sunday afternoon, when it sits opposite the sun in the sky, was 222,761 miles from Earth, closer than its average 238,900 miles. Mr. Massey said the most spectacular views would be during moonrise, on Sunday afternoon, and moonset, on Monday morning. This is because an optical illusion, known as the moon illusion, makes it look unusually large when it appears close to the horizon. Mr. Massey said, "It's a nice enough phenomenon. You won't necessarily think that it's huge. It will appear a bit bigger than usual, but don't expect it to look 5 times bigger. This moon's elliptical orbit means that its distance from Earth is not constant but varies across a full orbit. But within this uneven orbit there are further variations caused by the Earth's movements around the Sunday. These mean that the perigee, the closest approach, and full moon are not always in sync. But occasions when the perigee and full moon coincide have become known as supermoons. Send us your photos of the supermoon by emailing havioursae@bbc.co.uk. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a BBC journalist. You can also send us your photos in the following ways. Or comment here. If you are happy to be contacted by a BBC journalist, please leave a telephone number that we can contact you on. In some cases a selection of your comments will be published, displaying your name as you provide it and location, unless you state otherwise. Your contact details will never be published. When sending us pictures, video or eyewitness accounts, at no time should you endanger yourself or others, take any unnecessary risks or infringe any laws. Please ensure you have read the terms and conditions. Terms and conditions.